Hello friends, welcome back. Recently I had purchased the LG G8X ThinQ inspired by its dual screen feature. Coming from the LG G8S, the G8X was a much better phone and was much more well-rounded. The phone was very reasonably priced in India with a free dual screen accessory, and it covered almost all the corners as a good flagship device. There were many things which I simply loved with this device. The body of the G8X had an aluminum frame with Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and Gorilla Glass 5 at the back. It was weighing around 192 grams and it also had IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. It also had a military standard drop tested protection. The screen was 6.4 inch Full HD Plus OLED screen with HDR10 support with a pixel resolution of around 403 ppi. Even though the screen was very good, the colors used in the default theme of the LG phone didn't do much justice to the actual screen quality. The screen also offered HDR10 support for compatible content. Now it had the tried and tested Snapdragon 855 chipset with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. It also had the hybrid SIM slot with a microSD slot. The battery life was a solid 4000 mAh and actually very well tuned and lasted much longer than expected. Now compared to a LG G8S, this G8X also offered a quad DAC which was lacking on the G8S. The G8X also offered a dual screen accessory which was free, as well as it offered an initial launch offer of a LG TV free. On connectivity sides also, it covered almost all aspects including FM radio, even though the Indian model didn't have the FM radio but it was claimed to be present in the US model. LG still has some very confusing selection of features and leaving out features depending on the geographical locations. On the camera side, LG has the typical camera feature. There was not a major jump in camera quality since the last 1 or 1.5 years for LG phones, but it was good. Overall, the back cameras were good and reasonably competitive, but again LG was marred with the front camera which was not up to the mark. It also had a headphone jack and stereo speakers, but there were few features which completely marred the experience of the LG G8X. So let me tell you guys why I sold my LG G8X very soon after buying it. So let me start with the dual screen accessory. So even though the dual screen accessory was reasonably useful, but it is difficult to carry such a huge phone whole day long. So unless you are sitting always at home, it is very difficult to carry this phone when attached with the dual screen accessory. Now the second issue with the dual screen accessory is when you fold completely dual screen backwards so that the phone main screen is always accessible when you bring it out of the pocket, the problem is the back camera gets completely obstructed. There is no way you can use the back camera when the screen is completely folded on its back. So while using this dual screen, you have to keep the dual screen flat or as a horizontal 180 degree so that you can use the back camera, which makes this phone really bulky for single-handed use during taking pictures. Now coming to the next gripe, this was a major issue. Number one, the G8X ThinQ doesn't have a face unlock feature. Now when you are using a dual screen phone, you expect the face unlock feature to be fast so that you can easily use it once you have unlocked the phone or opened the flap of the dual screen. But the complete absence of face unlock is really a shocking decision on part of LG. So the only way left to unlock the phone will be either to use the in-display fingerprint scanner or a pin, or no security at all. Now coming to the third and biggest gripe of this phone. The in-display fingerprint scanner used in this LG device is the worst I have seen in the past 1 or 2 years. Even phones which came around 1.5 years back like OnePlus 6T or the Mate 20 Pro had much better in-display fingerprint scanners. It used to fail almost 70% of the time, and it was really a frustrating experience to unlock the phone with multiple tries. So because of this few ridiculous decisions on the part of LG, this phone, even though had a dual screen accessory which was actually useful in some scenarios, finally didn't work out in day-to-day practical usage. So within a span of 10 to 15 days, I decided that this is not going to work out and I had to sell the LG G8X and go for the Note 10 Plus 5G. Now if you are thinking of buying this LG G8X, be very careful. Do go to a nearest store and have a look at the in-display fingerprint scanner, as this is the worst in-display fingerprint scanner you will be getting in 2020. So thank you guys. These was the few reasons I sold the G8X in favor of another phone. Overall, the design is good, the battery life is good, the phone is really solid, but once again LG spoils the phone or the hardware because of its ridiculous software decisions. So thank you guys. Do hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos.